guys, welcome back to my channel. So I wanted to do my 23-week pregnancy update with Doug because we found out the gender. Oh, I was like, what is that?
23.
It might be backwards on camera.
We'll find out.
Anyways, we found out the gender, so I thought, and honestly, like, I want our baby to see him in some of the vlogs because
it's just her.
Yeah, it's just me. So yeah, I thought we would talk about like how we found out, obviously the gender, Doug's thoughts, because I want to document that, and I haven't really like documented it on the vlogs or anything. So yeah, we want to tell you guys the gender.
It's a girl.
Yeah, we're having a girl. Woo! Well, let's first talk about like our first initial thoughts, because I vlogged like the whole thing, but I didn't tell you this, but I can't find the footage.
What?
Anyways, so I vlogged like finding out, but now that I can't find it, I want to like just talk about it because we haven't really talked about like us finding out we were pregnant.
A mixed bag of emotions.
Yeah, like, well, we both thought I was pregnant.
Just had a feeling.
It's kind of weird. I don't know if that was just, yeah, like, I don't know if that's just us. Let me know if in the comments if you guys like are, or if you have been pregnant and you and your husband just kind of like knew it. Because I feel like I hear that a lot, but we actually experienced it. So yeah, we found out we were pregnant, like you guys know, before the wedding. I mean, it wasn't a big deal that we were getting married or anything because we wanted kids anyways, but it was pretty crazy. How'd you feel when I told you?
I was perfectly calm.
Yeah, he was perfectly calm. Like, we went to Rite Aid, we got ice cream, and I was like, hey, I'll just pick up a pregnancy test, like the first test I ever took. I went home, peed on the stick, and then like the first one said pregnant. I had 3 sticks. The second one, I think, said pregnant.
No, the test failed. Yeah,
the test failed. Like, I peed on it wrong or something, and Doug got so annoyed. He was like, you need to pee on this thing right. And I was like, honestly, if a test says pregnant, it's like 99% accurate, isn't it? Or something like that. So yeah, I peed on it 3 times, and 2 out of the 3 are pregnant. So
I was just sitting there scooping ice cream.
Yeah, he was like in the kitchen, and he already knew because he just feels like he has bad luck like that.
That's not bad luck.
It's not bad luck, but
I just knew it.
Yeah, he just knew. So Doug just, I don't know, you always assume the worst. Not that it's the worst, but
eating I was scooping ice cream.
Yeah, out of the tub.
And you ran back, and Hayley runs in and goes, "Give me another stick."
Yeah, like, oh. Yeah. Not in a bad way. You made me sound like
No, but it was just
like initial shock.
It's just shocking. You can sit there and kind of joke about it as much as you want.
Yeah.
But the moment you actually see it, you're kind of like.
Not to mention, like, if you guys have had kids unplanned, it's a little different finding out you're pregnant rather than if you're like trying. And I could see how you'd be so excited and over the moon if you were trying to get pregnant and then you got pregnant because you're like, oh my god, it worked out. Like, we got what we wanted. Yeah. But for us, we were like, oh my gosh, this is crazy. So yeah, we basically just sat there. Doug's calmly eating his ice cream.
Just scooping it, and Hayley's over here like.
I was like, did you hear what I said? Like, I'm pregnant. And he's like, yeah, I heard you.
Like, yeah, it's gonna be fine. And I'm just
like, calm down.
Rocky Road or whatever.
Yeah, I don't know. So yeah, that's how we found out. It took a while for me, I think, to really, for me to like sink in, because I started feeling sick like the day after I took that test, and it was really hard for me to.
My eyes rolled hardcore just now.
Why?
Because it's the day after.
Yeah, it's like super textbook.
Nothing changed.
Yeah. But it's almost like my mind told my stomach.
We found out at the time that Hayley took the pregnancy test, she was almost like 2 months pregnant.
Yeah. Don't ask me.
She wasn't sick.
Don't ask me how that happened.
At all sick, like 2 months pregnant, and the day after she's in the bathroom throwing up.
And for the next 3 months, like you guys will know.
It has to be
in my mind.
In your head sometimes.
I know, it's weird. It's weird. But anyways, so yeah, we were like pleasantly happy after I like got over the morning sickness and during too. Like, we weren't upset or anything. But yeah, so I found out we were having a girl like last week or something.
Yeah.
Last week. And I had to go by myself because Doug had work and he can't literally make every single appointment. I always hear these guys like talk online. They're like, I was there for every appointment. And in my head, I'm like, how? If you have a normal job, like, that's just not feasible. So anyways, I had to go by myself, but it's not a big deal. So I came home and I told him it was a girl. Well, I showed him like the ultrasound scan and
it just says
it
girl
says
on
girl. Like, the ultrasound guy typed it and like pointed to like the vagina, the 3 little lines that you can see, and I couldn't understand that was a girl. Like, I didn't know what that meant. I mean, I knew what that looks like, but yeah, so I showed Doug, and he didn't even see the guy typing the girl, did you?
I was just looking at the baby.
Yeah, so did you think what did you think it was?
I thought it was a girl.
You did? Because he always thinks like, you always think backwards than what I think.
Yeah.
So what
I thought for a while, I was like, it's a boy. it's a boy just because I'm a boy.
And he has a brother, so his whole family's like full of boys.
That's the only reason I thought that for a while, but then I was like.
Also, like everybody in our life kind of thought it was a boy, only because I had so many problems like with morning sickness and getting a rash and stuff. So they thought, well, that testosterone, not that has anything to do with it. But then, like, I thought it was a boy too.
Our baby's just so manly.
I mean, like, obviously not. And then, so I thought it was a boy too. Also because the first ultrasound technician was like, oh, looks like you're having, like, Doug was there, and she was like, oh, look at that, looks like you're having a boy. And then she was like, just kidding. That's not true. Like, I don't want to say that. I take it back. And Doug was like his eyes like freaking lit up, and I was like, do not tell him that, because if it's not true, then yeah. So I found out it was a girl. It was really cute. The guy like typed it on the screen, the ultrasound tech, and I was like, oh my gosh. And it totally makes sense that I have a girl. I know this is not the right way to think about it, but it makes sense that I was having a girl because I was so like ill. This is how I think about it. My mom gets so mad. I was just like so ill for the first, a long time, basically a few months, that I'm like, of course I'd have a girl, because girls give you trouble. Just like me and my sister give our parents trouble. So we're so excited though, because obviously I'm excited because I can dress her up like a little doll.
Well, I'm excited too, just because
we're
having a baby.
Yeah, we're having a baby in general.
And the only reason why I thought it was a boy again was just because I'm a boy, and that's the only thing I can picture is a baby version of me.
Not
that's a boy.
Baby version
like
of
a baby
girl.
boy version of me. Not a baby girl version of me, because then I'm like,
that freaks him out.
Like what what is this gonna look like?
Oh God.
I'm a girl.
But I'm a girl, so
I know. But it's 50-50.
It is 50-50. And everybody was wrong.
These eyebrows are happening.
And I told him that if she does get your eyebrows, it's a good thing, because I'd rather have too much hair than not enough.
Yeah.
So anyways, and we'll just have to get her waxed or something like
Mommy, what are we doing? She's like 4 and waxing her eyebrows.
No. After I've been pregnant for because I'm 23 weeks, so I'm like over halfway done. Like, how do you feel about pregnancy?
So, pregnancy isn't that bad.
What do you mean?
To me.
Well, because you're not doing it. You're not.
Yeah, I know. Well, that's what you
pregnant.
want. My initial thoughts.
Okay,
to me, to the guys out there, all you got to do is just take care of your wife or your girlfriend or whoever.
Yeah.
Your baby's mama.
Your baby's mama.
You just take care of her like normal. Maybe just a little more than usual. Maybe you just got to put up with it a little bit more.
Okay. How do you really feel?
But then you don't got to do anything.
What do you mean?
Because you're the one that has to take care of the baby, and you're sitting there like, oh, it's kicking. Oh, there's pains. Yeah. Oh, I'm so hungry.
Yeah.
And I'm just sitting here just eating ice cream, chilling, watching.
Yeah, but you make it sound. I'm sorry, but he makes it sound way better than it has been for him.
It's been really annoying and really rough, and running
just like
around. The sickness. I felt terrible going to work and then having Hayley just throw up for
all
3
day.
hours in the morning and then 4 hours in the night.
And he'd like come home for lunch, like on his lunch break, and I'd still be in the bathroom.
Yeah, and I would just sit there and rub her back as we're just sitting there.
It's been like, it's been hard.
It's been
like,
really,
for real.
Yeah, it's been really rough.
But hopefully that won't happen with our next baby, especially since Doug wants 2 right after each other. And
not right after. 2 years difference.
That is right after for a woman. I'm literally pregnant for 9 months and breastfeeding for a year.
Only because my brother and I are 2 years difference. And why would you want anything different? That's what I want to know.
Because I have to do all this work.
I know, but no. But I'm saying, why would you want anything different than what your family's used to?
Oh, I do.
Maybe except your family. You guys are 10 years
10
apart.
years, so I kind of want to post for that.
We don't need to do that.
I don't need to go through pregnancy like 10 years later.
You forget how it feels and everything.
Maybe that's a good thing. But yeah, so he wants them right back to back. Slay me now.
Back to back.
It's back to back for me. Okay, so I also want to ask Doug, since he's on camera, what you're most nervous about for having a child, like, or having a girl in general. Like, I would say for me, I think just like making sure they stay alive. Like, I want to make sure that, because there's just so many gadgets that you can get. I was watching this other girl's vlog, and she talks about getting like a temperature thermometer for your room to make sure your baby's not too hot or too cold.
And
you
for
need,
water.
Yeah, like you need all this stuff to make sure that they don't like get ill. That I'm like so paranoid that I'm not gonna have all that stuff, or that something's gonna go wrong and she'll get sick or something.
You don't read on the internet about someone saying, "Hey, my baby's fine, perfectly healthy. I never had to watch her. She grew up to be 18, went to college," and you don't hear about that. You hear about the lady who's like, "I accidentally like kicked my child off the bed," and like like crazy stories
like,
about how things.
I stopped looking it up.
About how things go wrong with babies.
Yeah.
And it scares
So that's why, that's like the most thing I'm nervous about.
Yeah, that's totally scary. And my mom was one of those moms. Yeah. Because when I was born, she watched me. She stayed up for 4 days straight and just looked at me to make sure I was breathing.
That's gonna be me. Or
she would like keep checking my pulse and shit.
Well, besides that, just like raising a girl.
Okay, well besides that, I'm scared of the period talk.
You're not gonna be having that talk with her.
I'm afraid that
she'll just start bleeding everywhere, and you'll be like,
and I'm just gonna be me that's there.
Yeah, it will be.
I'm just gonna be
You'll have that look.
I'm gonna be like, no.
You don't just start bleeding all over the floor.
Well, no,
Doug thinks like
that isn't
the
how it works.
Stuff.
Of course, her getting pregnant.
Why are you thinking so negatively?
I think that far down the line. You said what I'm scared of.
It's so funny because whenever we told Doug and his friends about like it being a girl, they're like, better get your shotgun ready for all the guys that'll be around. I'm like, why do guys think like that? Like, why?
I don't know.
Because none of you guys are familiar with girls.
Yeah, pretty much. I still see your dad trying to handle you and your sister.
Yeah, it's a mess.
Like, to this day.
Okay, so I want to talk about cravings and stuff, because Doug can attest for all these things. Watermelon, all day, every day. I could, like, eat an entire watermelon. We just bought another one. They're so expensive in our area, I don't know why. Stop it! But I could just eat them all day.
She just looks at me and goes, I want some watermelon. So here I am with this watermelon just... chopping like away at it. Like, yeah. And then I chop at it, and then I wrap it with plastic wrap, the side of it, or the half that we didn't cut, put it back in the fridge, you eat yours, and you go, more, sir. And I had to go back and start chopping more watermelon again. And
then the only other really, like, difference from this week to last week is that I really want to eat lunch at, like, 10:30 a.m. Yesterday we went to which if you guys aren't from this area, it's like a sandwich shop. We went there at like 10.
When it opened.
Like we had to ask the guy to open the door.
Yeah, we had to wait until.
Because I'm just so hungry. Like I'm already hungry. It's 9 a.m. and I'm already hungry for lunch. But I'm trying to wait. I'm down
with that though.
Yeah, he doesn't mind it. And then nausea is pretty much gone for the most part, except for when I'm in the car. Yesterday I was on the way to which yesterday I was looking for a bag in the car because I was like I'm not about to throw up in my purse.
We weren't even in my race car. We weren't driving fast. We were at a stoplight and Hayley was like
ready to open the door.
Yeah.
But yeah, so the motion sickness gets me, and then weight gain. Slay me now. It's not
a bad thing. You're supposed to gain weight.
I always tell Doug, I'm like, are you gonna love me when I'm fat?
Yeah.
in 2 weeks, because I'll gain like more weight in 2 weeks. So yeah, I weigh 138. You already knew that.
Yeah.
What do you think about that?
I don't think it's that much.
You don't think anything of it?
No, because you're pregnant. And when your belly's really big, I'm gonna rub it like a Buddha head, like this.
I don't feel too bad about it, although I can feel it like on my thighs. Like I can feel it, like I'm getting like birthing hips.
Hayley says, "Oh, I feel so fat." Yes, you're pregnant.
Yeah. And then we can see the baby move now. Like before I could just feel it kick, but now I could see it. I Snapchatted it to my friends, and they saw it, so that's cool.
It's just Hayley's skin kind of just goes.
Yeah. And then a lot of you guys gave me really good suggestions for a stroller, which Doug's really involved in because he has to push it. Mm-hmm. And it's like a technical thing, so I feel like guys would care.
Yeah.
But I was looking at the UpABaby cruise stroller because someone said that you can't convert it to have 2 children, but I looked online, you actually can. You just have to buy another attachment. And since I don't know, we'll see how this baby goes, but I think we might have 2 kids close in age, so yeah, I want a stroller. I don't have to like buy another double stroller. So that one you can put 2 attachments on. I'll like insert a picture so you guys can see somewhere. So yeah, I'm looking at that, but I don't know for sure. Doug wants a Recaro baby seat because it's like the race car seat he potentially wants, or it is just a race car company.
Like that.
Well, yeah, it's a seat. Yeah.
Well, they make seats for everything. They make seats for airplanes. They make seats for regular cars.
It's a car thing, and I'm just like.
But they have race cars.
But they're not that. The Recaros, in my opinion, aren't as cool looking.
Well, no, because they're like race car looking.
They're like very like tech like.
They have these sidebars that come up right here that are like for the seat.
To hold your head into place?
Yeah, so if you get hit by a side thing, like.
And the babies have it too. So far we got a few things for my friends, but I just wanted to show 2 because I just had them sitting here. Okay, so how cute is this? I showed it to Doug and he was like, oh my god, how small.
Yeah.
And I think this is, newborn, but it has like a little sheep on it. And it's super soft. It like zips all the way down so you don't have to like fuss with it. And the other thing my friend got me because she loves cats, but isn't this one cute? It has little cat feet. They're from Target. You guys are wondering. So yeah, and then this says perfect like mommy, but perfect like you're purring like a cat. What do you think about this, Doug? Imagine this right here.
It kind of freaks me out.
Look at how small this is.
That's the thing to me.
Look at this
one. That's what I don't get. Is like how small this little thing is right here.
This is my bump for 23 weeks. This is like the perfect dress because it ties like right above it. And yeah. Okay, so that's it for my 23-week update. If you guys liked it, then give it a thumbs up below. And make sure to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I put out, obviously, new pregnancy vlogs and, like, updates every week. And then other videos like beauty and fashion that Doug helps me with. So, yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye, guys!
Never been a wild one. Usually I'm home, stuck on reruns, Chinese for one.